When thinking about prayer, I have to go back to before I even started following Jesus because I actually prayed to God often. Most of the time, it was for things I wanted, things I needed. If I broke up with a boyfriend and I was feeling particularly needy, I would call out to God. But it is definitely something that I found myself doing even before I went all in with Jesus. But after I chose to follow Jesus, after I went all in with him, prayer was a lifeline to me. I found myself talking to him all throughout my day. And don't get me wrong, there was a season where I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but I literally would say the same prayer verbatim over and over and over again before bed. I can't remember it now or else I'd share it, but it started becoming a dialogue. It started becoming a conversation. I started inviting him to every moment of my day. But I remember in the darkest part of after giving my life to Christ and struggling with depression and anxiety, there was this specific prayer that I really wanted God to answer, and it was my thought. I had cheated on my now husband before we were married, and I was so afraid that I was going to do it again. I was so afraid that that was who I was, that I was an adulterer, that I was going to cheat on him emotionally, physically, and these thoughts just raced through my mind all the time, and it didn't matter who it was. Anytime I met somebody, it was, oh my goodness, you're going to cheat on John with them. Like, that was my first instant thought, and it was paralyzing. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be around anybody because I just was so afraid that I was going to fail God and fail my husband in this way. And I remember talking to God about it all the time, being like, God, you got to save me. You got to help me. You got to get these thoughts out of my mind. I don't want to be thinking these traitor thoughts all the time. And honestly, it didn't seem to get better. It actually seemed to get worse. And I almost felt like it was this downward spiral where I'd cry out to God and cry out to God and cry out to God. And it got harder and harder and harder. And I felt like it just was almost amping up. And I was like, where are you? You don't want me to cheat on him. You don't want me to have these thoughts. Where are you? Why do people say you answer prayer? Like, you just answered that prayer for that woman to see a butterfly across the field, or like some other lady said that you gave a chocolate bar to her at work when she wanted one. Like, why are you not answering my prayer with something that I feel like really matters, which is my purity? And I became so frustrated with God during this time and thinking, what's the point? Why do I even pray if I do not see you showing up at all?